Today we're talking about how human skin is similar to the coverings of other plants and animals. Now, the human skin is our largest organ. It covers us from head to toe, and it's one of its most important functions is to protect us. So if you think about the natural world, there's all kinds of things that could harm a human being. Germs, viruses, bacteria, the harmful rays that come down from the sun. The first thing those bad things encounter is our skin. So, bacteria or viruses or germs get on my hand, but they can't get in to make me sick because my skin's there. It's a barrier that won't let them in. Same thing when the sun shines down, it won't get inside of my body where it could do some real damage. You may be wondering, well, what happens if I have a cut? Now that's the problem. If you have a cut on your skin and your skin opens up, then the germs, the bacteria, the bad things can get in. So what could we compare this to? Well, think about plants. What would the skin be on a plant? So maybe the bark of a tree. Trees are covered in bark, which is the first barrier of protection for trees. It helps keep out things like bacteria and germs and even some insects. Maybe you can think about a piece of fruit like an apple. You notice the apple has a skin on it as well. Sometimes the skin might be called a peel or a rind. But same thing as with human skin with apples. That was good. So you can see here, there's no skin right here. So if you've ever left a piece of fruit or like an apple out and the skin has been torn off, what happens to it? Well, it starts to turn brown and it starts to actually rot. That's because there's germs in this room right now. There's germs on my hands and they're beginning to crawl all over the apple, and the skin is protecting the apple. But the part here that doesn't have the skin, this white flesh of the apple, the bacteria can now get into it and start to decompose it. Same thing with humans, same thing with plants. The skin is that outside protective layer. Now, here's what I want you to do. You need to respond to my question today. And here's the question. I want you to imagine what would happen to humans and plants if there were no outer protection, so no skin or no rind or no bark. And to do that, if you look down below on this board, there's a link for a Padlet wall. It should say something about Padlet, Mr. Ware, and the word skin. So when you click on that, you're going to see this nice, beautiful bamboo background. And to enter in your answer, you have to double click, and a little box will pop up. And the first thing you have to do is write your name. I need to know who's responding to me. So once you write your name, below that, it says where you can write your response. Click it down there, and you can begin to type your response. Now, I'm not looking for a one-word answer or a one short sentence. I want you to tell me what would happen and why that would happen. So imagine humans, we would look pretty weird, but imagine humans didn't have skin, and imagine apples or didn't have skin, or a tree didn't have bark. What would happen to those organisms? Write your answer in the Padlet wall,